definitely it'd be so fun.
You would wear that shirt?
Yes, all the time. I love Sky so much. She's so cute. She's in the bath yesterday. She's like, I'm a mermaid.
Oh my gosh, she's crazy. She like basically bullied April yesterday. Like actually bullied her. Yeah, April, shout out to you at the gym again.
Okay, so I only got like half done. DP just texted me the baby's losing it. So, I mean, yay for something. But in Skylar's defense, I did call her a baby, but I was trying to explain to Claire that she's just little too, you know, like.
Oh my gosh, so funny. April, your car I'm thinking.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, like, I was trying to explain to Claire, like, you know, Skylar's still a baby too. Like, she's just learning. And Skylar was like, I am not a baby. I was like, I'm sorry, you're not a baby, big girl.
It's so funny. Yeah, she was not having it. So how is everyone's end of month going? Can you believe it is the end of the month? The end of the month is always so like, I don't know, I feel like mythical for me. Like it's always so like magical and it's so fun to see everyone hitting their goals. Like that's the funnest thing for me is watching people. We have a chat for the golds and up, and then we have a chat for platinums and up, and Marielle's team. And so it's so fun when new golds get added in there and new platinums get added in there. Like it's just so fun to see that. Also, Francesca Fields is hitting Royal Diamond tonight. So I'm putting that out there that she's going to do it. And so I can't wait to watch that happen and her become the top ranked person in the entire company. And why I'm so excited for that is because it shows that it's possible. There's not been anybody who's hit those top 3 ranks. And so now that someone has, it shows that it's possible. Like, look. And then how cool is it that you can be like, oh yeah, I saw someone, I was there when the first Royal Diamond ever hit. And then there's like 30 Royal Diamonds in a couple years. Like, how cool is that going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember when there used to be none. And then we were all here through that. So I just think that is like so cool. And talking to her in Ohio about her hitting Royal Diamond and stuff, she's just so funny. She's just so normal. And it gives hope, I think, for so many other people, is that you don't have to have this it factor. You don't have to have this like, oh, well, she has this one like superpower, amazing. This one thing is why she got there. Like I remember my previous company, the person who was at the top, it was like, oh, well, I mean, she had been building her influence her entire life. She said that. She was like, I basically started networking when I was 5. And I've always been that person who's loved people. I have so many friends and I've never let go of a friendship. She's like, I have all these friends. And so when I joined, she like hit the top rank in like 3 months and then re-enrolled under herself and like did it again in another 3 months. Like it was insane what she did. But it was like, oh, well, you had this huge, crazy influence. So that's why you were successful. So other people who don't have that, like me, are like, well, I don't feel like I could do that because I don't have that kind of influence. So we see people like that, like, oh, well, she's a nurse practitioner. Of course, people listen to what she says. She has a freaking degree. Who am I? Just like a stay-at-home mom. No one's going to listen to me. I've never cared about my health. So like, it's easy to compare yourself and like, let yourself feel like, oh, it's okay that I'm not successful because this person is so much greater than me. Well, I love when just like average people achieve great things like Francesca Fields, because if you don't know her whole story is so inspiring. What she has struggled with, addiction, her and her husband. And I mean, they publicly share this, so it's okay that I share this, but overcoming that and having no influence and then getting influence. And then like, she has done it. She has climbed herself out of the valley, out of the pits where she was just left to die there. And she was like, I'm not staying here. I'm climbing out. So, and the fact that she's Royal Diamond, like that makes me so happy to see someone like that. Like she's our people. Like she's one of us. Like Yes, she did it. Like, so it gives us hope. Like, you know, we could be next. We really are just like a couple people away from achieving something crazy. Like, what if Francesca Fields joined your team? You know, like it's just crazy what can happen. And I see so many people like let go and give up hope right before it's about to get good. And I've always held on to the thought that Jake said before, that it took him 3 years to rank up. Him and Sarah, at one of their ranks, it took them 3 years to hit that next rank. So it's okay if we're not ranking up every single month. It's okay if we haven't ranked up in a long time. It's okay if we went back in rank and we're waiting there to come back. Wherever you are in your journey right now with this business is okay for you. There's no definition of, oh, she's a loser, she's totally failing. The only way that you're totally failing is if you walk away and you quit. But then, you know, when you come back, it's like, okay, good. She's back. She didn't actually go anywhere. She didn't actually quit. Like, she's here. You're back in it. And sometimes we have to walk away, and sometimes we have to do that because it's just what we have to do in our lives. So I want to be an encouragement today. If you are looking at people's rank ups, you're looking at the end of the month, you're looking at what everyone else is doing, just know that it's about you and your journey and what you're doing and your goals, and set your goals and push hard for them. I always love at the very beginning of every single month to set our intentions for, okay, it's a brand new month. What should our focus be on this month? And so this Monday coming up, we're going to do our recognition for the month, but we're also going to talk about, okay, it's a brand new month. Now what? And so if you feel a little like unorganized, if you feel a little like, okay, hold on a second, like I have so much going on, this will be a really good call to just be like, okay, step 1, this is what you do. Step 2, this is how you do. Sarah said, did you hear Jake yesterday, month end close, how that looks? And it may not actually be business related. Yeah. If you didn't watch his live yesterday, go watch it, because a few people have told me how encouraged they were by his words and what he talked about. And it really hit them hard and hit home. And I love that we have a leader who believes in that kind of stuff, of putting yourself first, your family first, stepping back, all of that. I think that that's incredible. So yeah, Shelby, a couple people told me that they cried when they watched it. So yeah, it was really good. So I love the end of the month because it's so fun. I mean, think of the more people that win, the more people will win on our teams too. And so every graphic that you see, feel free to share it. You don't have to say like, oh, shout out to Sally on someone else's team. Like, just pretend like Sally is your friend already. I mean, we have something super in common. So if you don't actually know that person, I'm sure if you talk to them for a few minutes, you would like them. And I'm sure you would probably be friends. So like, you can just say like, oh my gosh, congratulations to my friend Haley on hitting elite, or, you know, my friend April on hitting bronze. You don't have to specifically know the person to share the graphic. And that's something huge, because I know April told me when she joined, she said she had watched me for like a year and a half. And she said, when you just say it, April, if you're back, about like what you saw when you were just watching me, like what made you want to message me?
Oh my gosh. So I was really annoyed with Taryn. I was like, this girl, she's just like living the dream I want to. Look, Emmy, it's okay, don't cry.
Hi,
Um,
Emily.
look.
Hi.
I'm like, she's living the dream, like living what I want to do. And like I just got like so just like annoyed with her, actually, that I muted her. You know how you can like snooze somebody? I'm like, I just can't even with her. It's like not fair that she can be successful and like I can't do that or whatever. And then when I saw the rank ups, I started to think like,
wait, like all these people are ranking up on her team and they look like average people. I'm like, maybe I can do this. And then I don't know. Then I was in the shower one day and I was like, if she ever offered a free sign up code or whatever, I would totally join her. That would be my sign that I have to. And I swear it was like the next morning or something that she posted in her stories that she had free sign up codes. And I was like, oh gosh, here we go. And so then I messaged her, but I was like annoyed with her, but I definitely watched her all the way back to like when she was in Plexus.
Haley, what about you? I don't think I know your story of how you joined Q. Did you hear about it for a long time and think about it, or did you and you're muted?
You.
Oh,
there it goes. I actually watched Jada forever because she had me try hemp oil for my autoimmune disorder because I was really struggling with a lot of stuff. And so I think she asked me probably 25 times if I was ready, like over a course of like a year. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. There's no way. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have experience because I've tried network marketing before and it didn't work. And so with a lot of like encouragement from family, because they were like, look what these products are doing for you. You can help somebody else. And once I got that mindset, I was like, okay, sign me up. I'm in. And I met Jake Spencer in Marysville. And that's what really was like the last straw when he was here last February, I think.
yeah, at Alexander's or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So after meeting him and talking to him, that was like the last like little check mark. I was like, okay, I can do this. It's easy. Let's do this.
I think I'm ready. Yeah. Okay. Shelby, will you tell us how you joined? I know how you joined, but I don't think most people know.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So this was back when you first started. I think you joined in what, October?
Yeah.
Okay. So November comes and my sister-in-law, Sarah, who was on Taryn's team in Plexus, connected through a different friend who's not with us today, but I bought Plexus from Sarah, but I didn't want to join the thing and do the thing because I was like, it doesn't work. The stuff just makes me poop. I'm not interested in being an ambassador, whatever. I have a full-time job as a nurse. I'm successful, all these things. So then she kept bugging me, and it was annoying me. And I had Taryn on my social media, same thing. I didn't follow her. She annoyed me that she was so successful with all of her stuff and I'm just this like anybody I saw, not just Taryn, but anybody I saw in marketing, I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. That's me. Stop it. Like, I thought it was fake. Well, whatever. So Sarah reached out to me and was like, hey, you have to come to Taryn's with me. It's close to your house. I want you to try these products. You need them for your anxiety. So I went, and the Taryn's mom's house was full of people. And the first time I sat in her mom's living room, Jake Spencer got on a Zoom with us and told us about how, like, if we joined this company, how we were going to be the pioneers of the industry and how they're like breaking the system and breaking the industry and making this a profession for real people like myself. And I was like, well, it sounds cool, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to spend all this money. I don't believe because Taryn's mom was the science nerd and she was telling me all these things about the supplements and the science that spoke to my soul. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really believe it though. Like, it's kind of like the Kool-Aid that you drink. So then I went back again, another time to Taryn's mom's living room, and there was more people. And Taryn kept saying, like, the longer you wait, the more people are joining before you. Just keep that in mind. And I was like, what do I do? So the third week, Kristen Adams came from Iowa. And as soon as she was done talking, I made my husband come with me because I was like, you have to hear and see and believe this. I think this is legit. I'm not sure if this is legit. I met some millionaire from Utah on the phone the other day, like all this stuff. As soon as Kristen was done talking, he's like, you have to do this. And I joined. And here I am 2 years later at Braun.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I love it. So a lot of people join at events. Some of our like longest lasting people have come from events, and are people who, if I had to like pick a group of people, if someone was like, make me a list of the people on your team that are like in it, they're all in, like I would have to bet that they were going to be here a year from now, it would be all the people that come to events. Like if I have never physically met you, I probably wouldn't write your name down, because once somebody meets you in the flesh, once someone meets the leaders of this company in the flesh, once they're at a convention, they're seeing this for actually what it is. Until that point, you don't know Q like I know Q. You might think like, no, I feel like I know this company. Like I really love this company, or I think I really understand like Jake and I get it. I'm telling you, you don't until you're there. And that is like what seals the deal. That is the glue. That is like, I'm in, there's no going back. Draw your line in the sand, as some people say, like I'm not crossing back here. This is my point of where I'm going. And so I'm really excited that we announced having the Bloom retreat. If you guys saw that, for our, right now, unfortunately, it's only for our team only. So if you watch these recordings from a different team, but my hope and my vision for these Bloom retreats is to do them on a larger scale, like at a larger type of house where there's like 40 people can come, and have everyone just pay their way and do a big self-development retreat. It doesn't even have to be with people in the industry. We'll just like open it up to women. And I think that that would just be super cool. So the Bloom retreat, I don't know if there's spots left. I think there might be like a couple if there is. It was $250 a person, and it gives you 2 nights, 3 days at a house in the Ozarks. And it also gives you 5 meals and a swag bag. And then you just have to get yourself there. And if you live in Michigan, we're driving. So you could just drive with us if you want to do it that way, to save on money. But you can go, and it's just a self-development retreat with other people. And then we also have convention that's in Dallas in September. So that is the one that everyone should be going to, because I mean, that's just going to be like life-changing. But events really are what bring people in. Every single time you come to an event, like guaranteed someone is going to sign up. It just happens. But okay, so it's the end of the month. And so with that being said, think about what your people that are on the fence are looking for. Because a lot of us don't slow down to do this exercise, and we just are like, go, 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 that we don't actually realize what these people need. So the end of the month should be focused on just getting people off the fence. It's the 30th. It really, I mean, yes, can it be the day where you sign up brand new people that you've never talked to before because you made a post or you did something and someone saw it? Yeah. But it's not really a day to like make that your focus, is to go out there and find those people. Today is really your focus is on getting people off the fence. So people are looking for community. People are looking for community. A lot of us just said it. People are looking for hope. They're looking to see, like, is this for real? Can I really do this? And people are watching you when you don't think that they are. So don't get discouraged and think, nobody has messaged me all month. Nobody has came to me. Nothing's really going good right now. If that's you, then just know people are still watching you. So you need to act as if you are achieving success. So that's why I love sharing rank up graphics, because to the world, you're sharing, look at this person winning in my company. Look at this person doing what I say that you can do. Look at this person doing what I'm saying I'm doing, where it's validation, where they see it. So any graphic you see, you should absolutely post it in your stories, post it on your Facebook, tag the person in it. I'm so proud of my friend, Sally, who just hit this promotion. Oh my gosh, she's been in the company only a few months, has already been promoted 9 times. This is crazy. Like, shout out to her. So proud of you, friend. Like, shouting someone out. So that's a huge thing that you can do. And then remember, today is the last day to get people in Bloom. So we're doing the Bloom community that starts May 1st. So they just have to buy 100 PV I think we said 75 PV, 75 PV, the Mother's Day packs or whatever, those things. But I also was like, okay, just like a little between you and I kind of thing is if somebody doesn't want to get one of those Mother's Day packs, like the promo packs, the peach stuff, then they can buy something else to get in the group. I would just have them buy something like more. Like if they haven't ordered this month, I would do it. If, even if they have ordered, like a customer ordered like a couple weeks ago and this month, then you can send them the information, like whatever. I feel like the more the merrier, and really just using the group to like, the reason why I'm making people even order anything to begin with is because, and I told people this, I said, if you're going to work with me and you're going to be in my program where all these other people are pouring into you and helping you to overcome and to change and to grow your life, you have to be giving your body what it needs. Because if you don't give your body what it needs, you're never going to be able to overcome anything. You're never going to be able to feel good enough or want to be successful enough. Like, you're never going to want it if you're depleted in all these vitamins and minerals. If you're exhausted, if you're in a bad mood, if you're in pain, if you have, like, you're not going to be able to change your life. You need to be feeling good and giving your body what it needs. So there's like essentials, like Shelby will tell you, move your body. Like, you need to move your body. You need to go to the gym. You need to go for a walk. You need to do squats, jumping jacks, like run in place. It's crucial to your mental health that you move your body every day. It's crucial to your mental health to drink water every day, to drink a gallon of water or as close to it as you can every single day, so that you are feeling good. You're giving your brain what it needs. You're giving your body what it needs. It's crucial to take vitamins every day. Crucial. It's crucial to sleep, to get good sleep. And it's crucial to put good food in your body. So even if you're eating crap, if you have like a sugar addiction and you're out there eating all kinds of sugar, or you can't stop going to fast food places and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I still going to this fast food place? Like, I told myself I wasn't going to McDonald's anymore. Here I am in the McDonald's drive-thru. Like, why am I here? It's okay. If you're eating bad food and you can't control that, just add in healthy food on top of it. And then at least you're having healthy stuff now too, instead of just junk. You're not like totally diluting and ruining the tank by having a little bit of junk. Like, oh, everything's ruined, I might as well just only eat bad food. No, add in things because it's crucial to your health. And then the other thing that's crucial to your health is toxic people. You need to detox all kinds. You need to repair all of your energy leaks. And we're going to talk about that during the Bloom community that we're going to start. So
Can I say
the last.
something?
Yes, please.
Sorry.
Please.
Just about the removing the toxic. I've been working on that a lot. And sometimes that means like going it alone and leaning on this group right here. And that is hard sometimes when you have to let go of people, places, and things that are familiar, are comfortable, have been part of your root system before. But it doesn't mean that it has to stay part of your root system. If it's not helping you grow down into the soil or up above, like, cut it out. Cut it out. It's going to be hard. It's going to be painful, but the only way to continue to grow is to cut the dead roots. So that's all I wanted to say.
That's good. The fact that we have this community to lean on is something that so many people don't have. That's why everyone wants to join the Bloom community. Have you guys seen my Facebook? Every live, every post, everything that I've done, it has been comment after comment after comment, people saying, Bloom, 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 Bloom. I want in, add me in. People want a community. They want to be able to surround themselves with better people, because the average person is only surrounded by their people, and majority of the time they're very toxic. So it's like, I can't even escape it. So this is the point of being in a community, is because, like, when my husband makes me want to pull my hair out because he just doesn't understand like positive thinking and self-development. You guys, the man said to me yesterday, and this is part of his testimony. This will be part of his journey. So I'm speaking that into existence, that this is just a stepping stone for him. And I know that we're going to be able to look back and be like, do you remember like how Marielle talks about Frank? Marielle talks about Frank like this all the time. And he used to be like nowhere on the self-development scale, like had never self-developed a second in his life and thought it was a joke and made fun of Marielle. This is like literally where John is. like where I'm like, oh, honey, like if you only knew how stupid what you just said actually was to people. Like yesterday he said, I'm still trying to figure out why anyone would even hire a coach. Like, why would you hire a coach? And I was like, I literally didn't even say it. I was like, I just like kind of smiled and he was like, what? And I was like, nothing. Like, it's fine. You just don't get it. It's like a kid. And he's like, no, tell me. I was like, I'm not going to get into this, but you're like 100 steps below 1 on the self-development scale. Like, you're just like he just like doesn't see that he's in his own way. He's the one. And so I'm realizing, I'm like, wait a second. How many other people out there are my husband? And someone on this call is probably like him, where you're in your own way and you don't even see it, but you have such a scarcity mindset around money and that it's not coming, and that you're so scared that you're not going to see the success and it's not going to turn out and it's not going to work, that's what you're literally preparing for. Like April said it perfectly the other day. She said, I want to move so bad and I want my house that I'm going to get boxes and I'm going to start packing my house because I'm preparing to move, because it's coming. I know that a new house is coming to me and I'm going to need to move. So if I get the boxes and start packing, I'm going to start preparing like we're moving, because we are. And I guarantee you, mark my words, April will be moving and will find a house because she's preparing for that. And so many of us, like my sister even said yesterday, oh, I'm not going to buy, it was my sister Hunter's birthday. And so my other sister was talking to me about what to get her as a gift. And she's like, I mean, I don't really have money to buy her a gift. And I said, oh, okay. So you don't have money. So you're preparing, you're basically not spending money because you're hoarding and you're holding it for yourself, basically saying like, I don't believe that there's more money coming. So I need to hold on to this because I can't give a gift to someone because I barely have any money. Well, what do you think is going to happen? You're not going to get more money. Like, how crazy is that? And so actually this goes into our day 15 of manifestation, and it's crazy. So don't forget, a big to do on the last manifesting day was to get all of your finances in order, all of them. Open all your mail, go through all your bank statements, find out how much each bill is when it's due, and write down all your money going out. And now, so that's going to maybe take you a little while. I have a little testimony about that. So you guys know that I'm like so bad with all that stuff. I shared how I neglect like opening things. I literally have, so I have this folder that when I get like a medical bill or something or whatever, I just like put it in this folder, and I don't like, this folder just stays in my desk. So I don't really know like why I do that, because clearly it's not getting paid. I just like see it's my name. I see it's a medical bill. Like this one's for $1,142. And I'm like, oh, I'll put it in my envelope. I'll put it in my folder in my drawer. So like I have this, I don't even know what these are. I don't even like, some of them aren't even really opened all the way. I have all kinds of crazy stuff in here. And so like, I'm not good with this stuff. But everything I've been hearing is if you're not good with this stuff, if you're not orderly, you will not receive abundance. Because people who receive abundance and people who have a lot and they're successful, they're orderly people. So I'm not orderly when it comes to money. So I'm not going to receive that, because I'm basically telling the universe, like, I can't accept anything more because I'm not even taking care of what I have right now. Like, what is this? Why would I put more on your plate? You already feel like you're going to drown. So this is my testimony, because, you know, this is who I am. Now, the night that we talked about this on the call, I think it was Wednesday night, out of the blue, John and I start talking about finances at like 11 o'clock at night. And he asks me if he can turn over all the finances to me, because it's too stressful for him and he just can't handle it anymore. And just asked if I would just take it over. And you know what I said? I said yes, because I feel like that was totally things lining up, like putting it into my hands, like, you need to take care of this because this is what's going to help me change. And then prosperity is going to come from this. So if you're like really good with this kind of stuff, I need your help, because I was like, you know, what's so cool is that we have FFM, that I was like, all I need to do is call Sarah and be like, Sarah, help me. You know, I'm going to have to put my pride aside and admit some shortcomings to her and just kind of open up. But now I have FFM. So I don't need to be like, oh shoot, I guess I'll Google, like, what do I do next? It'll be so much easier to just have FFM. Like, how awesome is that? Sounds dicey, Shelby. I like that word, dicey. So yeah, so I'm taking over all of our finances. It's going to take me some time. I'm going to have it done throughout this weekend. That's my goal, is to make this weekend my like cleanup weekend, my energy leak weekend. Get rid of all of those, because I need to go back to go forward. So if you still need to catch up in all of that stuff that you need to do as far as like money going out, then take this weekend to catch up on it. But today is day 15, and it's all about tracking your money coming in. So however, and you might just like me, I'm like, oh wow, I've never really tracked that. Yes, I can look back in my bank statement and see like how much my check was from Q, but I'm not actually tracking like money in, like for me and my husband combined, in like every area that we receive money, because we don't just receive money in Q and then his job. We have like a lot of other things that we do too. And so we need to check that. We need to see that. So I'm going to start tracking that as well this weekend and put that in there. So money going out and money coming in. But the money she really wants you to focus on is the little crazy, odd, manifested things that happen to you that happen so quickly that you might not even realize. So this is going to take you being very intentional, like thinking about this. Like, April kind of made this conclusion yesterday with Angela, and Angela was talking about all these incredible blessings she's gotten from all of these breast cancer foundations and charities. And she's like, I just can't believe it. Like, they're so supportive and this is insane. And listen to how much they helped me and what they did and all of this stuff. And April was like, do you think that the gifts that they had given you and the donations were over $1,000? And Angela's like, I didn't even think of that, because I'm just thinking like, you know, I'm not thinking of like, oh, give me money. Like, I'm waiting for like $1,000, but like, we don't even really see like, wait a second, that blessing came into my life of the amount of $1,000 or more, or almost, or whatever. Like, those things count too. Unexpected money. If you get more money than what you expect from your job, that is money that's coming into your life. And so the more you track it and the more you see it, the more you'll feel it. And so this is what she wants you to do, is start tracking. You find a penny on the ground. Like, April and I were at the thrift store last week, and my cart like bumped another cart that was full of purses, and like all this change fell out onto the ground. And I looked at April, I was like, oh my gosh, like, let's hit it again. Like, let's see what keeps happening. So we did, and no money came out. But you know, it's, oh, I found a quarter. Or like Cindy shared last week, she found a quarter outside the store, or you found $10, or they messed up your meal at the restaurant and they comped your bill. Like, how many times does that happen where you're like, Oh, heck yeah. Like, or your food was late. They forgot to put it in, but you know what? Now it's on the house. So you're like, hey, that's okay. I'd rather take late food and as long as it's free. Or they give you a coffee and it's it's this random discount day, or you go to the store and that type of item is on sale. All of those things count. All those things count. Haley needs to share.
Karen,
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
I put it in the chat, but I found another $140 last night. I found a $50 gift card to Amazon that I had forgotten about, and a $40 check for my birthday from my grandma that I never cashed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then some other money. Yeah, I was cleaning out my purses.
That is so cool. See,
Yes.
because you were becoming orderly, because you were cleaning out your energy leaks and doing that, you found money in return. It already worked. Haley, what do you need to share? April says you need to share.
So I had told you previously about a grant that was going to be offered to me through the college because I lost my job last year due to COVID. I'm a full-time teaching student. And so I applied for it and I was like, I never get these things. But my biology teacher was like, no, you need to apply for this. They're only going to give it out to so many people. Just get your name in there. I got approved for this grant, and it's not for college purposes. It's for anything. And it's a minimum of $1,000 that will be going into my bank account.
Oh my God.
Like, I was like, what?
What?
I got the email last night and I didn't want to like bother anybody, but I really needed to tell April. I don't know why I was called to tell April. I was just like, look at what happened.
Oh my gosh. That is so amazing. And the fact that it was a minimum of $1,000 is crazy.
I was like, this is insane. Stuff like this never happens to me. So it's got to be all this work that we're putting in, like every day doing this manifesting thing, because I've never really been one to do that before.
Yeah.
So just like writing this stuff down and being intentional with it, I feel like that's why this happened. And it's pretty great timing right now for that kind of stuff to happen. So I was super excited and I wanted to share.
It's a good day to get $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, who else has something to share about money that they've gotten into their life? Any examples? And put it in the chat too if you don't want to unmute, but you can definitely unmute. Oh, Sarah Sabatini said, free vase and discounted flowers due to an error. You got that? That happened to you? Oh my gosh.
I can unmute because now I'm out of the shower. So yeah, we had this baby shower the other day, and I had to get flowers and I had to get a vase, and it was kind of just a rough day. So yeah, the flowers were actually discounted. I don't know, like they had some promo that day just in that store. And I had to go to another store to get a vase. So it was actually at Publix, and I went in, grabbed it, and most of them didn't have price tags on it, but this one did. So I didn't care. It's like, I need it. I don't care. So I have the money. So we went in and went through the checkout, and it rang up differently than the price tag. And she said, oh, that didn't ring up right. And I didn't catch it. Like I was getting ready to pay for it. She's like, well, let me take it off. And I said, okay, that's, it's only like $1 difference. She said, well, it's free because that's our like promise or whatever. If something rings up wrong, you get it for free.
What?
I didn't even know that. I was
That's
like, really?
a good slogan.
Yeah. And then the VIP, like, I think it's April someone, like it never connected. Oh my goodness. That was like 1K almost. That money just was allocated and came in, and I could do that. So yeah, that was my 1K. So I was happy.
Yeah. And you know what I'm realizing? So I keep saying, like, as you were talking, Sarah, I was kind of thinking about this for myself. So I keep saying, like, I haven't gotten the money yet. I haven't gotten $1,000 yet. So I told April yesterday, I was like, I think I'm like the only one left. Like, who's waiting? Oh, Erin hasn't either. Okay, Erin, you and I, we're going to get this. We're going to do it. But here's the thing is since I'm not orderly and I don't track it, maybe I did. And here I am living a life feeling like, oh, it didn't come to me yet. It didn't come to me. Maybe John signed a deal and got paid an extra $1,000. I don't know. Cause I don't even talk to him about it. We don't even know. So that could have came in and maybe I don't even know. And it's totally a mindset. Like Amy said above, money's a mindset. It is a mindset. And my mindset is like, oh, it didn't come yet. Well, no, maybe it did. Maybe I'm just so ignorant to it that I don't even see that it's here and I'm not even appreciating it. Or like, and they say like money's like a relationship. I am totally neglecting. I feel like so bad. I was telling my therapist, I was like, I feel so bad that I've been neglecting money. Like, I feel like such a bad person. Like, oh, like, I'm sorry, money. Like, I'll do better. Like, I used to throw it away. I would like throw pennies away. I would like, oh my gosh. Like now I'm like, no wonder why this is like a huge conflict in my life and has been for so long. Yeah, you know better, you do better. Exactly, April. And that's what I've been learning too, is it's not about the past. Also, during this whole thing, like that we're doing this manifesting, if you missed it, the book that we're doing is Unleash Your Inner Money Babe. And it's a workbook that you can buy on Amazon and you can go through it. I am going to offer this.
Wait, can you hold it up again? Sorry. Thank you. I can't turn my camera off, but I did a similar thing. Gabby Bernstein did this money manifestation challenge, and I haven't manifested the $1,000 yet. But when I did Gabby's, I did manifest $1,000. So this is cool. I'm excited.
Oh, good. Yeah. So I'm going to offer this as a Facebook group. And I don't know when, but I'm going to do this again and I'm going to enroll some of your help, because don't you guys think that would be cool if, how we used Bloom to like get people to be part of the community and to see everything and to be here? What if we did something like that again, but we did like next month or maybe, whatever, but we didn't require anyone to pay for anything. They could just join the group and we can just talk about, I did this money manifesting 21-day thing. It was crazy. Here's like all the things that happened to people. So one thing I need you guys to help me with is if you could type up a little testimony, like do it now while you still remember, if you have a testimony already about the money that you got, and type it up and say like, because I took this money manifesting challenge, here's what happened to me, or like put it in there. And if you can privately message me, I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn them into graphics where it shows your quotes so that we can use them when we promote the group. We can all use them and post them in our stories and stuff. And I'm going to make like a story chain so that we can post that. So if you guys can type that up today or as soon as possible and send it to me, or as soon as you get your testimony, Erin, when you get your $1,000, type it up, because this will be really good. And then we can use it and invite people into this. We can do it again. We'll learn something new. We can do it with someone else and just use that to connect with them and to, build that connection. I think that would be super cool. And then if anyone wants to also help by like taking a day and saying like, oh, I'll do this, or, I'll do every 5th day, or I'll do whatever, message me if you want to help the group and we'll kind of put something together, because I would love to do that. So yeah, private message me if you want to help with the group. But so you're tracking all your little money coming in. So however you want to do that, I'm going to put a note section in my phone, because for me, it syncs with my computer. So it's just easy that way. And then if it's just in my notes, like, unexpected money coming in, that's really good. But the book that is so beneficial right now while we're going through this challenge is called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And April told me about it. And I've just started re-listening to it again for the second time. And I'm catching like totally different things the second time around, like that gift thing that I just said. Like by not buying someone a gift, you're showing that you don't feel like the money is coming to you. So that happened yesterday in real life with my sister and I. And so and then I heard it today and I was like, oh my gosh. Or I heard something today that said, because I got really, I was really discouraged last night. it's just like really hard to be so excited and high energy and be a dreamer and a visionary when your spouse is like the opposite of that. It's just like super sad. It just like brings you down, and it makes me just sad. Like last night was like super excited about something, and I was sharing with him about like how God was working and how everything came together. And that's when he kind of like spaced out, and I was like, "Are you okay? Are you listening?" And he was like, "I'm just trying to think like why someone would even pay a coach in the first place." And I was like, "Okay." And we're done. Like the conversation is over. Like I'm just not going to go there. And so it is very sad, and it is very like, but I just want you guys to know, like, I feel like there's someone else that's on this call or listening to this recording that can relate to this. That is like, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to change my life so bad, and I just have this like energy sucking me down. I want you to know that in the book, she also says, she said this today because I woke up feeling like discouraged about it and just kind of sad, thinking like, wow, if I was married to someone else, like if I was married to someone like me, like I can't imagine what I would accomplish, like who I would become if I had someone like pushing me to be even more. And I kind of like had that thought real quick in my head. And then I heard in the book right after, she said, literally right after I had that thought, she said, talked about a woman who was unhappy in her marriage and wanted her husband to change, which is crazy. This is what she said. Now, I'm not like unhappy in my marriage or whatever, but you know, like in my head, I was thinking like, oh, I wonder if I had a different husband, you know, like, oh, like, you know, life would be so much better. Like it crossed my head. And then she said right after, a woman was unhappy in her marriage and talked about wanting a different husband, and her husband ended up leaving her because that's what she like put out there. He ended up making the decision, and then she didn't want him to leave, and all this stuff happened. So the lesson was, if you want to change your husband or your brother, is what she said in the example, then you first need to change yourself. And if you change yourself, the change in them will happen after. And so for me, I know the thing that gets between, like, I am a dreamer and a visionary, and I'm like, la, 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 la. Like, I feel like all the time, like, you know, just this like fairy child, like outside, like just wish it into existence and it'll happen. Like, you know, I'm very like, John always is like, okay, Earth to Terran, like, let's come down to reality. Like, come on now. But I know that deep down inside, what like irks his soul is my lack of care for our finances, and my lack of stress, and my lack of just, and it's not that I am not stressed about it, it's that I don't even care, and it's total neglect. So she's right in her teaching of change yourself first, and the change in them will follow. Because if I change myself and I show him I'm changing, I am on another level. Look at me. I did this. I changed it. I'm now not neglecting our finances. I'm thriving in our finances. I know that if I take over our finances, it's going to take the stress off of him, which is what I want. But it's also going to allow me to manifest more into our life and to receive more abundance. And then when the money starts coming in and I'm responsible, he's going to be changed because he's not going to be stressed out about money anymore. And that's just his underlying problem. So her teaching is very accurate. And if you want to change the person around you, it starts with first changing yourself. So look at yourself in your life this weekend too, of where you are, where you're at, and like, what are you doing? And you're expecting someone else in your family to change. Is maybe it's your kids, because this happens to me where I get in this, like, I get in the crazy cycle with my kids where I feel like I'm lashing out in anger, and I'm mad and I'm upset. And so I'm in a bad mood and irritable. And so I'm like yelling at my kids more, and I'm just less patient. And then they react in a harsh way back towards me. And then I react in a harsh way back towards them. And it's like we get in this circle of just chaos in our life. But if I'm responding out of kindness and respect to my boys and patience and love and understanding, that's how they're going to respond back to me. They're going to talk to me that way. They're going to love me that way. Try it. It works because I've tried it over and over. This weekend, be super loving to your family. Be super respectful to your husband. Be super patient with your kids. speak life into the people that you're around this weekend and compliment every good thing you see and bring out all the positivity that you can find. Like, you're so funny. That was such a good joke. Saying that to your kid, or you're so creative that you thought of that. Or just looking at your kid and saying, even I do this to Skylar, and I've done it to all my kids, but when you first start doing this to them, they get this, like, I just say, like, I'm so proud of you. And she just like smiles, like she knows, like she's a human. She knows that that feels good. And she will behave better that day because I'm speaking life into her. So tell your kids, like, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I'm so proud of you. And that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm just proud of you. That will change someone's entire day. Or telling your spouse, like, I'm so grateful for you. I'm not going to respond back to John in anger and hurt and frustration. I'm going to respond back to him in a loving way, because I'm going to change him by changing myself. So even though I feel hurt today and a little sad that he like doesn't share in my joy, I'm happy and grateful that I can share in that with you guys. I have a community of other people who understand me and what I'm going through and my beliefs and my visions, and that we can have anything we want. And I know that I'm going to change it for him. And so I'm grateful for those small things that are going to keep me through it. So when I go into a weekend, I try to think of, what do I want to come out of this weekend? I try to think about that before I go into it. And then when you come out of it, you're a better person. And I really try to focus on energy leaks during the weekend. And that's what I'm going to be talking about a lot. You'll hear me talk about in the Bloom community, because I think it's one of the biggest things that's holding us back. So if you want to get a step up, because it's going to be posted tomorrow, I'm going to do a welcome video tomorrow morning on the Bloom website and share it with everyone. So you'll get that. But if you want to get a step up on everyone else, the biggest things that you're going to be doing this weekend are cleaning out the crap and repairing energy leaks. So like all of your clutter, all of your organization, all of your preparation, all of that. We're even going to go as far as like grocery shopping, planning dinners for the week. Like, we're doing it all, because in order to stay ahead of it, you need to have everything in order. You need to have a plan and you need to prepare. So Haley, I'm going to be reaching out to you so that you can write our meal preps for us. No, I am going to be reaching out to you though, because I do want your help with it. I have a few of you guys that I'm going to be reaching out to for different stuff. So today is the last day of the month. So it's the last day to get the peach combos. I don't know when or if they are coming back. I know that the twist peach by itself will be here. It probably will be like in a month or so, but like that's what happens with the greens. We pre-order a bunch of stuff and then we do our first sale. And then while they're getting back and manufacturing the rest, and then when that's all ready and finally like up on the line, then we start selling it full time. So don't run out if it doesn't come out until September at convention. And if that's like the love of your life right now, like some people are so happy that came out. Like Tracy was like, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. I was like people are so excited about it. So just, stock up, make sure you don't run out. But then, I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? Oh, and then tonight we have an opportunity call too. So if you need to plug any of your last minute people into something, last minute people, Jen Peniston, oh no, not Jen. Jen did the one yesterday. I think it's Kristen. Yes. Kristen is doing, here's the graphic. Kristen is doing the opportunity call tonight. And so you can take a screenshot of this. Anyone can invite anyone to this. And use this to funnel up with people to get them off the fence by the end of today. Use the Bloom community. April went live in the Freedom Movement yesterday. So I'm not sure if you guys watched that. If you haven't, go check that out, because she talks about the 3 things that she focused on. And she got like all of these people that were interested in Bloom, the 3 lists that you should be looking at. Yeah, I have so much stuff to do today. Like just thinking about all the things, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much. So it's going to be an awesome day. If you guys need anything, let me know. April, were you going to say something? I feel like you were. I could just sense.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have so much time today to get so much done. You're going to get so much accomplished today.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to get so much accomplished today. Yeah. Okay, so spend your weekend getting organized, getting up to date. This is going to propel you forward and going through your 3 lists. So I'm going to let you guys go. You're going to have an awesome day. You're going to hit your goals and it's going to be incredible. So I will see you guys on Monday morning, bright and early into May. So it's crazy that April's already over. So nuts. Okay, I will see you guys later. Thanks for getting on. Bye.